Fred Runner DIY detail here. Another little mini job to do on the Impreza GC8, getting the STi version 3 back on the road. One of the annoying things is the little reversing cam that we had fitted when I fitted the double DIN stereo, the Kenwood stereo at the front end. It's got a reverse cam input, so I put one in. Over the years, it's just a cheap camera and it's just failed. So let me show you around that and what I'm going to do to change it. So this is the reverse cam I use. The cable tied it on, look at that. I'll probably do the same because the mount behind's all rusty. This one I think is for a Golf. It's got the camera and built-in number plate light. But what I did a reasonably install job of it in the past. I've run that through a grommet in the bulkhead, which I'm not sure I can reach from here, but we'll do our best. Might have to take the bumper off. And spliced it into the wiring loom, so properly soldered it in and everything. So this blue line goes off to a head unit. That says when the reverse lights go on for the reverse camera. And then I had the old camera cable powered into the power for it, and so the camera will switch on when you engage reverse. So that's good. So I'm starting to dismantle it, so I thought I'd just record this. Now what I've gone and got is one of these fellows. It's here somewhere. Here it is. Looks almost identical. So it's got little LED reversing lights, number plate lights, sorry, and the reverse camera. I think it's higher resolution than I had. So it needs power for the reversing LED. That's the number plate LED, and then you have power for the camera and video for the camera. So the video is the easy bit. That will just connect into the lead I had here previously. So that's super easy. The power. Super easy, got a really long loom which I don't need, but I'll wrap that up in here. So I'll connect the live, solder that in to this brown with a white dot cable, and then the earth to the black cable. This is the loom across the back of the car. This is the positive feed to the number plate light that I'm actually soldered into here. So I'm going to cut that open, break the solder joint, and that, some number plate light must have been working. Of course it was MOT, so there you go, that's how I did it before. So that's smart. So I'll cut that off, take that solder joint out, get the old camera out, and away we go. Get the old camera out. Almost identical device I bought, that's all right. So I've had to get the old grommet out, so I've got a new set of grommets. Years ago I bought this tub of different size grommets from Halfords. I always wonder why you buy so many things, but there you go, justification. I'm going to use it again. And I got some heat shrink a little while ago, so I'll put a heat shrink over it rather than tape this time on the solder joints. So I've got my soldering iron out, and let's start working. Oh, we'll actually install the camera first, get the cables through, just so it's not a gaping hole there. This is the rear number plate light for the driver's side, and you can see where I've soldered into it before. Cut the old loom and soldered into it. So I'll desolder those, put my new connections on with heat shrink on, put an overall heat shrink around it, and that'll be good. What I'll do is thread these cables up through that little hole there, which is, looks like it's doable, doesn't it? Keep an eye on it for me down there, okay? Make sure it comes through. I think it's the right one. There you go. Hopefully get some cable through in a second. That'll do. That's the first one. Come on. Oh, there you are. Just that little bit. Might bring the extra cable through. Might give me just enough space. Oops, sorry. Let's see. Yes. So that was the bit I was worried about getting through there. So that's through. Now the next bit is the power. There you go, there's your power for LED number plate lights. That will solder into here. Cool, we're underway. So let's get the grommet on now. That'd be fun. I think it's this size. That's about right. Okay, let's get these all through one at a time. that's the way to do it. And if you cut this, you lose the little guidance lines on your reverse cam for parking. I'll leave them on there for now. Oh, that went well. So it goes through there. And the grommet on the hole there to stop it chafing. I hope you can see. The old grommet was really stiff and horrible, so that just came out nice and easy. And I will fill that with some silicone as well afterwards, once I've got it all in place and working. There you go, so that's the cables protected from the edge of the car. We're doing well. And connect my video in. Goes over there. So that's in. Right, making really good progress. So ignore me, this is the power loom, so that's what I want. Plug that in there, and then I get these spliced into the car. So we're going to do that. I am going to shorten this. I don't want it so damn long. So all I really need there. Worst case scenario, actually, I'll just strip this back. Not necessarily a worst case, but a scenario. So we have live and earth, or negative 0 volts, whatever you want to call it, positive and negative. So we'll strip the, do that bit better than that. There we go, we will tin it. So covering in solder, and snip it to length and solder it on to the actual car itself. So what I tend to do is hold the wires in a little vice clamp in some way, not too hard, I don't want to break them, but just so I can solder with both hands. So my soldering iron is warming up. Here's my solder ready. So I'm going to tin them to start with. And apologies to you professional solderer types out there. But let's see if we can get this going. Okay, so we want to solder all the way up the length of that nicely. That could be a bit much. Some more here. Nice and warm. There you go, that's ready. We can solder that into the respective part of the loom. I'm going to cut it to length. I'll try and do this now this way around. A bit awkward, but you won't be able to see otherwise. So everything seems good there. That's that one. And next is the, try not to skewer myself with a soldering iron. Next is the 0 volts or earth. Let's get the soldering iron out of the way. Let's have a look. Okay, so we're there. Because I didn't cut these looms, I just stripped back the insulation so I could solder to it. I can't slide heat shrink over. Okay, red for the positive part of the loom. That's that bit done. Now let's get into the earth piece, wrap that up too, and I'll get black for that. There you go. So you notice here, next job, in the infinite wisdom of Subaru, I can't see any markings on it, but it looks like red for live and for earth for the number plate light. So I'm going to do these one at a time. I need to strip this back further, the actual camera lead back a bit further to give me a bit more space. I will put a heat shrink on this one, so that'll look a little tidier. I'm going to leave this in the loom because it kind of holds it in place for me to solder to. And rather than having it loose, you can disconnect it quite easily. It's just a two-piece connected there. I'm not going to do that. So this, remember, is power for the number plate light. And that here and on the other side are the two number plate light lamp loom locations. So that's what we're doing. We've got the camera power feed done, we've got the video feed done, so I'll tie it up with some cable ties in a minute, but this is the next job. So I'm going to strip this back a bit further, strip the little leads, power leads back, tin those, and away we go. So I've got one off, I've shaved it with the black heat shrink, so I know that's the earth. Next one's off. I'm going to shave that. Red heat shrink, so I know that's the live. That seems okay. I'm not sure that's good. Too close here. See if we can shrink that on. Killing my hand. It may have just worked. We'll see. Respect for anyone that does soldering full time. Alright, let's try that. Okay, so the side lights are on and my number plate light is on. There's that, so that works. Let's turn the side lights off and see if that goes off. Yeah, off. So that's working. So my side lights work, reverse camera's powered up, so now I'll engage reverse and see what happens. Not sure why the fan's running all the time, but no, here we go. So reverse. Excellent picture. Obviously it's going to get screwed into the right place. It's a very nice quality picture compared to what it used to be. There's no lines on there though, but that's okay. I'll check the instructions, make sure I've done the right thing. Cool. There you go. And out. Back to the main menu. Reverse camera. Straight in. Cool. That works. Let's kill this. And getting this clipped in and tied up. So the first bit of tidying up, let's get the heat shrink on the outside one. That seems to be a good idea, I think. That's that done. That almost looks OEM, right? So we're going to get some cable ties in here, keep that all neat and tidy, and then get the back cover, the trim cover back on, and strap up the camera, and that will be this job done. And there you are, that job's done. So thanks for joining me on that video. This little, where is it, just under there, reverse cam, it's not hugely difficult to do. It's a bit fussy, and if you're not confident or comfortable doing some soldering or sort of splicing into a car loom and get a car electrician to take a look at it, this is just information on how I did it, this video. By no ways is an instructional video on how to, because I probably haven't done it the best way, so get a professional to do it. All I know is it works, so when I turn the side lights on, the number plate light comes on to comply with the requirements for the road, and when I engage reverse, the camera comes on. So I'm just going to tidy it up now, box it off, but thanks very much for tuning into this one. Please hit like and subscribe, really helps my channel out. There's a lot more content on this kind of rolling restoration of the Impreza WRX STi version 3. You'll see it on the road soon. We're going to go to a few sort of meets. It doesn't look the part yet, obviously, but when we can afford to repaint it, we will, and then it'll be perfect. But she's doing well. See you on the next one.